Hello and welcome back to my channel. And yes, today I'm going to be showing you the most affordable art ever. So I'm going to be using this pen for my sketching today. And yes, I have these two pen. You can use any pen you like. The ones before I used is the one which is just of 3 rupees, and I love that pen, but it doesn't work. Yes, it shows full ink, but it doesn't work. So I'm going to be using this cello pen, and for that, let's get started. So there is a mentality that whenever you pick up a pen to do something, it is always a pressure on you that it has to be correct, or else there isn't any chances that I do redo it because I'm not going to erase the pen marks on my paper. So it isn't like that with pen sketching. It is all on you how you want your sketches to look on too. So just start with your mindset that it is going to be perfect, and even though you scribble here and there, it is going to look good with the techniques I'm going to be showing you. So the first is never get scared. So do not get scared of what is the outcome going to be. You just need to be focused. You need to be really determined. You need to have a good image of what you want to portray on the paper. Then have a good image and just outline your idea. If you have an idea of drawing a nose or eyes or a boat or a building or anything like that, just have a clear-cut idea of how you want it in your mindset. Then when you have a good image in your mindset, just outline your image. You don't have to be perfectly done at once. No, it doesn't happen at once. Just outline your thoughts. Just roughly outline them. You don't need to get scared, even though if it's wrong. There is ways to correct them when you're doing it with a pen. As you can see, I have an image formed of a countryside where I have buildings. There are so many kind of different ways of buildings, so I have that image, cutthroat image of having a building. So I just first outlined the building, like there are 4 or 5 buildings, so I'm just outlining their buildings, their windows, their doors, everything, the roof, how it is going to be shown, even the doors, even the whole way through the building. So you just need to have a clear-cut idea and outline your ideas. Just roughly draw your ideas. You doesn't have to give the perfection just at once. Perfection comes later on at the later stage where I will be showing you. So here at first I'm just having a clear-cut idea and putting my thought into the paper with just simple lines, drawing with just a pen. So there's the thing with the pen, when you start doing it, you'll actually realize that you can do different shades, you can do different strokes with the way you handle your pen. So it is depending on your fingers, like how you handle them. Further through the video, you'll be seeing, or I'll be giving you a great depth of how I handle the pen. So at first, when I have an idea, I did a small stroke where you can just see that I just did a very lightly stroke. When I am confirmed that I want this, I started giving a much detail. So here I come to the second step of I am giving the detail. So here I used the pen with a very light weight so that I get those small strokes, and where you have seen the darker patches, I have given a darker stroke, that is a heavy hand on the pen. So when I just came up with the overall shading, I gave a much more emphasis on how I do those windows and how I do those roofs. I just gave it another stroke so that they show up, those images have a great detail, like you can see those details. So again, I'm redoing the things which I want to show or pop up. The next window I am giving, and the next wall I am giving a brick kind of feeling, but those bricks are really tiny bricks, so I am using a soft hand with my pen. Again, when I finish that, I am giving another stroke or redoing the pillars of the hallway with a greater stroke, with a great emphasis on the paper and on the pen. So never to forget, you need to have a great confidence, a good image in your head, bringing that image on the paper with a small tiny strokes, and then when you are confirmed that you want this, start outlining them darker, and then you are done with the image. Then comes the shading part. It is all on to you how you want. I did the windows and the doors a darker shade, and then the walls or the bricks I did a different shade. Somewhere I did horizontal lines, somewhere horizontal and vertical lines mixed, and somewhere I did a small brick with a very lightly done pen, lightly handled, and then I am doing the finishing with the windows again of my other tall building. I again used the brick technique, but this time a very refined one, that is, they are really hard at stroke, and plus it is a bigger, or the size of the brick is quite bigger than the other one I did before. This shows a different combination of shading when you are doing a pen sketch. So I used different kinds of shading techniques, that is, I used horizontal lines, I used vertical lines, I used both horizontal and vertical lines, I used small bricks as well as big bricks, and plus I used different strokes for them. Finally, I am giving a touch with a brush pen, and I am doing two lamps or at one and a third lamp at the other side to give it a finishing touch, and I guess that looks beautiful. You can use a black sketch pen, a black ball pen, or anything like that. So with this, we come to an end of the pen sketch, that is the most affordable one for any artist. When you have a great talent, a great thought, you can put that into an effect with anything lying around. Thank you. Have a nice day.